Okay, I want you to watch the entire video, and while you're watching, I want you to follow along in your book. If I write something on the screen, I expect you to write it in your book, okay? If I'm going to do the work, I expect you to do the work as well. And again, pause if you need to slow down to catch up, or rewind if you want to see something again. And as always, please raise your hand if you have a question, if something's not clear to you. All right, we are on lesson 5.2, which is chapter 5, lesson 2, on page 205 in your big math book. All right, let's take a look. Students in Carlo's art class painted 32 square tiles for a mosaic. They will arrange the tiles to make a rectangle. So if they're making a rectangle, that tells me they're making an array. Can the rectangle have 32 tiles arranged into 3 equal rows without gaps or overlaps? That's our question. So try to arrange the tiles into 3 equal rows to make a rectangle. Okay, so 3 rows would be going down. So down 3. Now I need to get 32. So if I go over 1, that's going to be 3. 1, 2, 3. If I go over another one, that's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6. So notice I'm just counting by threes. So that's 6, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33. So if I go all the way to here, I don't have 32. I have 3 by 11, which is 33, but I don't want 33. I wanted 32. So a rectangle blank have 32 arranged into 3 equal rows. So a rectangle can't. We couldn't do it, right? We tried, but it can't. And that's a contraction from our reading lesson as well. We're working on contractions. Can't is a contraction of can not. Okay, let's take a look. If 3 is a factor of 32, then the unknown factor in 3 times blank equals 32 is a whole number. Well, let's check. Let's do our division. This is from last chapter now. Can 3 go into 3? Yeah, it can go in 1 time. 1 times 3 is 3. Subtract gives me 0. Bring down, that's a 2. Can 3 go into 2? No, it goes in 0 times. Can't go in any times. 0 times 3 is 0. Subtract gives me 2. Nothing left to bring down, so that 2 becomes my remainder. Remainder 2. So the unknown factor in 3 times some number equals 32 isn't, or is not, again, we're doing a contraction again, isn't a whole number. It's going to be 10, and if we wanted to write this remainder as a fraction, we could write it as 10 and 2/3. The 2 from the remainder and the 3 from the divisor. So that's not a whole number. This is a mixed number. So it isn't a whole number. So a rectangle can't, once again, can't have 32 tiles arranged in 3 rows. You can't do it. You'd have to have one more tile to get 33 and do a 3 by 11, but we can't count by threes and end up on 32. So another way of thinking about this is do my multiples of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, and you see I never land on that number 32 that I was trying to land on. So I know 3 is not going to work as a factor unless I use a mixed number or a whole number with a decimal. So it's not going to work. I'm not going to get a whole number. Okay? All right. Thanks again, and I will see you on the next video. Focus. Can-do attitude. You can do this if you focus on the lessons. Okay? Ask questions. Take initiative. Everyone in this class can do this math. And listen carefully. Thank you.